Hello students, today I am going to take a class on immunization. The objectives of the class are to define immunization. We are going to see about the types of immunization and also the different types of vaccines. Describe what is an ideal vaccine, list the national immunization schedule and enumerate the contraindication of immunization and the follow-up conditions. What is immunization? Immunization, it's a way of protecting the human body against infectious diseases through vaccination. Vaccination is the procedure by which we administer vaccine. There are two types of immunization, active and passive immunization. Active immunization is achieved by the natural infection with a microorganism, or it can be acquired artificially by administration of a vaccine. Coming on to the first one, what is achieved by natural infection with a microorganism? It basically means, for example, if we get chicken pox, naturally our body gets immune to that organism so that it gets there is proliferation of this T and B cells, and it results in the formation of memory cells, which keeps in memory that this antigen has already been there in the body, producing antibodies. Therefore, the next time I am exposed to this particular organism, I am more immune to that. That is called as the first one, that is natural infection. The next one is acquired artificially, is by giving vaccination. That is what we are going to see today. Passive immunization is mainly it is transformed, the antibodies are transferred to the child naturally through the placenta. When the baby is in the womb, through the placenta, the maternal immunoglobulin gets transferred to the developing fetus. It can also be achieved by injecting antibodies called anti-serum from the immune individuals. Now we'll go on to what are the types of vaccines. There are basically 5 types of vaccines. The first one is called live attenuated vaccine. What is live attenuated vaccines? The live attenuated vaccines are those where the bacteria or the virus is taken and it is weakened so that it can produce an effect of immune response. So this is called live attenuated vaccines. Examples are measles, mumps, rubella, varicella zoster and also BCG. The next one is inactivated vaccine. Inactivated is here the bacteria or the virus is taken and it is killed and is administered as vaccine. Examples are hepatitis A, influenza, pneumococcal, polysaccharide vaccine. Next one is recombinant subunit vaccine. What is a recombinant vaccine? Here the DNA is taken from one cell and it is inserted into other cells to make vaccine. Examples for this is hepatitis B. The next vaccine is toxoid. Toxoids, there are certain bacteria which produces toxins. When these toxins are taken, inactivated and introduced or administered, it is called toxoid. Examples are tetanus and diphtheria. Other one is the conjugate polysaccharide protein. Here the protein that is along with the bacteria, this is taken, inactivated and given. Examples are pneumococcal, meningococcal, Haemophilus influenza type B. All these are the different, so these are the 5 types of vaccine. So first we will see every vaccine one by one. We are going to see the content, the storage, how it has to be stored, the dose, route, site, the schedule of giving it, the major side effect or adverse effect and the contraindication of each vaccine. The first vaccine is BCG. It is taken from the viable bovine mycobacteria. As I already told you, it's a live attenuated vaccine. It is stored between 2 to 8 degrees Celsius and it is protected from light. The dose, route and site is 0.1 ml intradermal. Intradermal is just below the dermis. As you can see, we have to hold the syringe at a 15-degree angle and it has to be given in the left upper arm or left deltoid. So you have to mark the acromion process 2 finger breadth, we need to give it over the anterolateral upper arm. The schedule is, it is given at birth as a single dose. The major adverse effect is it can cause axillary lymphadenitis. There are important thing that you need to advise the mother after giving this vaccine is that this can cause a pustule at 2 weeks, but this should not be broken, or it should, no ointment or any medicine should be kept. We need to teach the mother that it will break by itself to form a scar. The contraindication of this vaccine is it should not be administered when there is any cellular immunodeficiency, and it should not be given to children who have measles or MMR. It should not be given along with other vaccines such as measles and MMR, because it's a live vaccine. Next is oral polio vaccine. Oral polio vaccine, it is nothing but there are two forms of oral polio vaccine. One is injectable polio vaccine, other one is oral polio vaccine. Injectable is otherwise called Salk, and oral polio is otherwise called Sabin strain. The storage is same, 2 to 8 degrees Celsius. All these vaccines are stored between 2 to 8 degrees Celsius. The dose, route and site, it has to be given orally. As you can see in the picture, it is given 2 drops. We also have a pulse polio program where it is given for a mass group of people. Mainly in India, we follow this pulse polio program. So it is pulse polio immunization. So it is given twice in a year, usually during the month of January and February with a 1 month gap. And all children less than 5 years are given this vaccine, whether they have received, irrespective if they have received the vaccine very recently, all children are immunized on that particular day by the government of India. So all the vaccines are stored in adequate cold chain, and they are being administered as 2 drops to all children less than 5 years. This is called pulse polio immunization. This has been administered as a mass group to the whole, so that to prevent the prevalence of polio. Next one, if you see the schedule, it is given at birth, then 6 weeks, 10 weeks, 14 weeks. It is also given at 1.5 years and 5 years. The major adverse effect is that it causes vaccine associated paralytic polio. Vaccine associated paralytic polio, that is what is VAP. Basically, some children as a result of this vaccine can develop initial symptoms such as paralysis, which can take some time to resolve. The contraindication is we do not give in children who have immunodeficiency. Measles vaccine is also a live vaccine, live attenuated vaccine. Mainly it contains strains, Edmonston, Zagreb strains of measles virus. It has to be also stored in 2 to 8 degrees Celsius. If you see the dose, route and site, it is given as 0.5 ml subcutaneous, either in the thigh. Most commonly we prefer the thigh. It is usually given, we divide the thigh into 3 equal parts and we give it in the middle part anterolaterally. The schedule is, it is given as a single dose at 9 months. Mainly the major adverse effect is that it rarely causes thrombocytopenia. After giving measles vaccine, you should advise the parent not to rub or massage. Contraindication is any immunodeficiency or pregnancy. All live vaccines should not be given for children who have immunosuppression such as HIV, any children who are on long-term immunodeficient drugs, immunosuppressing drugs. Next one is rubella. The content is strains of rubella virus. It is also stored between 2 to 8 degrees Celsius. The dose and route is 0.5 ml subcutaneously over the thigh. It is similar, it is also given subcutaneously. The schedule is it is similar as MMR. It is given at 15 months, and major adverse effects are It rarely causes arthritis. Contraindication is immunodeficiency or pregnancy. MMR, it's a combination of measles, mumps and rubella. As you can see, it contains Edmondson Jagreb strains of measles virus, strains of rubella and urate strain mumps. It's a very effective vaccine. Even in India, it was recently given for a large mass of population to prevent the prevalence of MMR. Storage is 2 to 8 degrees Celsius. Dose, route and site is 0.5 ml subcutaneously over the thigh. It is given between 15 to 18 months. Major side effect or adverse effect is aseptic parotid swelling or meningitis, aseptic meningitis. Contraindication is they can have mainly in immunodeficiency or pregnancy, we should not give. There's another thing called inactivated polio vaccine. Inactivated polio vaccine is nothing but, as I already told you, inactivated vaccines are those which are those viruses or bacteria which are taken and killed and being given to the child. So this is the strain is otherwise called Salk strain. It is stored, vaccine is stored between 2 to 8 degrees Celsius at 0.5 ml intramuscular. Usually we give as intramuscular over the thigh. The muscle that we use to administer this vaccine is vastus lateralis, VASTUS LATERALIS, vastus lateralis, which is the thigh muscle. The schedule is 6 weeks, 10 weeks and 14 weeks. There are no major adverse effects. Contraindication is any hypersensitivity, any allergic reaction to this injection, we do not administer any further. Next one is the diphtheria, tetanus, pertussis or otherwise called DPT. It mainly contains diphtheria toxoid, tetanus toxoid and purified pertussis antigens. It also has to be stored similarly in 2 to 8 degrees Celsius and it is administered as 0.5 ml IM thigh. If you can see the picture, you have to from the greater trochanter till the lateral femoral condyle, you need to take and divide that into 3 parts. In the middle anterolateral part, this is the muscle called as vastus lateralis. This is where you need to administer the DPT. This is administered at 6 weeks, 10 weeks, 14 weeks and a booster dose is given at between 15 to 18 months and also at 5 years. The major adverse effects are some children can have high fever, excessive crying and some children can also present with seizure after a DPT vaccine. The contraindications are serious hypersensitivity. Any hypersensitivity or reaction to this injection after this vaccine should not be given any further. Tetanus toxoid, the content, it's a toxoid vaccine as I already told you. It also has to be stored as similarly 2 to 8 degrees Celsius and it is given in the thigh as 0.5 ml intramuscular and at 10-year age and every 10 years and also in pregnancy this TT vaccine is being given. The major adverse effect is that it causes high fever, excessive crying and seizure. Some of the contraindication are whenever there is a serious hypersensitivity, we will not administer this drug. Coming to hepatitis B. Hepatitis B, it mainly contains H2 strains. It is also stored similarly and it is given as intramuscular at 6, 10 and 14 weeks. There are no adverse effects. The contraindication is any hypersensitivity reaction or allergic reaction we do not administer. Hib vaccine is mainly given to prevent meningitis and pneumonia. The content mainly it contains the storage is between 2 to 8 degrees Celsius and it contains 0.5 ml of it is given as 0.5 ml intramuscularly over the thigh, over the vastus lateralis at 6, 10, 14 weeks and a booster at 18 months. So there are no major adverse effects. It has to be given within 2 years of age. Hib vaccine. Contraindication is serious hypersensitivity reaction. There are some contraindications, general contraindications for immunization for children. Any child who has high fever or any bad reaction, some allergic reaction to any of the vaccines, we do not give. Any patient who has a severe reaction after eating eggs or anything, any anaphylactic reactions, or any treatment, if they have any treatment of cancer, they also are immunosuppressed, so this can lead to problems. And any illness which affects the immune system such as HIV, all this also we do not administer the vaccine. Which is the ideal vaccine? Any vaccine which promotes effective immunity and gives a lifelong protection, and it is safe without any side effects, stable at any temperature, cheap, and it is accepted by the public. We call it as a ideal vaccine. The national immunization schedule is as follows. At birth, we give BCG, OPV and HPV. At 6 weeks, DPT, OPV, HBV and hepatitis B vaccine and Hib vaccine, first dose. 10 weeks, we give similarly all doses are given as second dose. 14 weeks, the third doses of DPT, OPV, HBV and Hib. 9 months, we give measles and vitamin A. 15 months, we give MMR vaccine. 16 to 24 months, usually by 1.5 years, we give DPT first booster, OPV and vitamins. 5 years, we give DPT booster 2. 10 and 16 years, we give TT. Follow-up is very important. Suppose after a vaccination, the child cries consistently, persistently, more than 3 hours, any high fever or local infection resulting in pain, any pus at the site and seizures, we need to tell the mothers to report and promptly bring them to the hospital. Hope you understood the immunization, the types of immunization, the types of vaccines and the different immunization given, the content, the route, the site, the advice or the parental advice that has to be given, the adverse effects and contraindications. And we also saw what is an ideal vaccine, what are some of the contraindications for immunization and when to report after immunization. Thank you.